Hi teachers, I hope you have had a fabulous week and welcome back to the Sunny Little Corner. I am so excited because today the students received their Reading Club notebooks, and I want you to understand that these videos are for teachers that have already received their kits, for some teachers that are waiting on their kits, some teachers that are using the program as a core reading program, and some teachers that are using the Sunny Little Corner to enhance their core. So just keep that in mind that this is for many different teachers, but the information is still very useful and very purposeful, and I hope you take it and just make it fit into the timeline that you're working with. So as promised last week, we're going to talk about the Reading Club notebooks, which is a big component of the Sunny Little Corner classrooms. The boys and girls were so excited to get their Sunny Little Corner Reading Club notebooks today. We took their pictures, we presented them with their notebooks, and they are so excited. Well, the parents are very excited too, and the reason the parents are so excited is because we held parent conferences prior to giving out the Reading Club notebooks. So, as I stated, we want to go over the Reading Club notebook with you today in today's session, and I want to talk to you about how to present these to parents. So you do want to you can have a parent night and explain this all at once, or you can have individual parent conferences. It's totally up to you. But today I'm going to model what a parent-teacher conference would look like as you introduce parents to the Reading Club notebooks. And again, you're going to introduce the parents to the Reading Club notebooks first so that they can help to build up the excitement for their child. So you will want to go ahead and have a Reading Club notebook already set up to use as an example for your parent conference. So I'm just going to jump right in and pretend like you are my parent, and I'm going to model for you. So welcome, Ms. Jones. I'm so glad that you are here today. And as you know, we're going to enhance our reading program with the Sunny Little Corner, or perhaps you might be saying to the parent, this year we're using our new core program, which is the Sunny Little Corner. We're very excited about it, and one of the big components of the Sunny Little Corner is the Reading Club notebook. So today I want to take you through the Reading Club notebook. Your child is going to be presented with his or her Reading Club notebook next week, and we would like for you parents to really build it up, because if it's important to you and you're excited about it, your child is also going to be excited about it. So this will be your child's Reading Club notebook. I will call your child to the front of the classroom, shake his hand or her hand, present her with the Reading Club notebook, and say congratulations. So it's a really big deal. When you get your child's Reading Club notebook, keep in mind that it will come home every day and return to school every day. So at the beginning of the year, you're going to spend about 5 or 6 minutes in the Reading Club notebook just listening to your child go over the skills that she's learning. Towards the end of the year, in kindergarten, your child might be spending about 12 minutes. In first grade, it could be more like 15 minutes. But it's always fun, and the students really take ownership to their learning because it is their Reading Club notebook, and it's their personalized learning plan, just designed especially for them. So when the Reading Club notebook comes home, you're going to open it up, and the first thing that you're going to turn to is Section 1. As you turn to Section 1, you're going to see the parent assignment page, or the student assignment page. And as you look at the assignment page, you will notice that it has numbers 1 through 8. The numbers 1 through 8 also correlate with the 1 through 8 page dividers in the Reading Club notebook. You will notice here on this first section that it says Sunny Little Sight Words. Your child will have her Sunny Little Sight Word book tucked away in the very front pocket of the Reading Club notebook, and that's where you will find the Sunny Little Corner Sight Word book, which is very impressive because by the end of even just the kindergarten year, they've already learned over 200 sight words. Okay, then you will see this says Leveled Readers. Now in the Sunny Little Corner, they do get a lot of their own decodable text that is built into the program. They get nonfiction text as well and poetry, so they get a wide variety of reading. But we also like to add in trade books, and we call those our Leveled Readers. So your child's Leveled reader will be in this zippered pouch in the front of the Reading Club notebook. So as you look at the assignment page, again, these numbers 1 through 8 correlate with 1 through 8 here. So Section 1 is for core, or our report card skills that will be built into Section 1. Section 2 is our phonics charts, which really comes from the Sunny Little Corner songbook and the phonics CD. So you'll hear your child singing a lot of those songs. Section 3 is our word families. Section 4 is really the meat of the program, and that's daily practice. Section 5 is our poetry pages. Section 6 is sentence practice. Section 7 is our theme-related section. And Section 8 is a wonderful section because it is a collection of your child's journal writing, as well as some assessments that we do here in the classroom. So you'll be able to see exactly how your child is doing in the area of writing and journal writing. So that is the Reading Club notebook. Now, every day when your child comes home, you'll take out the Reading Club notebook and you'll look to see what the assignments are. So as you turn to the assignment page, if you notice a pink check here, like for instance, this has a pink check under Section 2 and a pink check under Section 4. So you would just turn to Section 2 and you will look for the page that has the pink check on it. Okay, so this page is the very first page that is introduced with our phonics charts, and it's called the Green Light Letters page. And as you know from some of the songs your child may be singing at home, or you can also pull these up on our YouTube, but the Sunny Little Corner Phonics CD, one of the first songs they learn is the Green Light Letter song. So they're going to name it, sound it, and write it. So your child will be naming it A, sound it, A. Name it B, sound it, B. Name it C, sound it, K. Name it, so forth and so on. Now, parent, please do not allow your child to write on this page. They're going to name it and sound it, but the writing that they will do is on handwriting tablet paper that you have at home. Because when the child comes to the reading club with their teacher, with Miss Vann or Miss Johnson or whoever, that's when they will be assessed. And we're going to look to make sure that the children are forming their letters correctly. There is some research that shows there is a correlation between students who form letters incorrectly and then later having reading difficulties. So through our song, The Writing Beat, children are instructed in a fun and lively way on how to write their letters correctly. And it's a very impressive little song, so you may have already heard your child singing that at home because we've been doing it in the classroom. So anyway, we're going to name it and sound it, name it and sound it. Then you're going to turn to the next section that was assigned, which is in Section 4. You look again for the page that has the pink check, and your child will be able to name these letters, know the letter sounds, and blend some words, and then read some words at the bottom. The program gets progressively more advanced with each page. There's also a basic section to basic component to Section 4, as well as an advanced component. Your child will be assessed in a couple of weeks, and when she can name all these letters or do whatever the skills are on that particular page, she'll get to color in a green face, and the teacher will give her a green check. Whenever you as a parent see any green checks, you want to really celebrate that at home because they get excited about getting to fill in their green happy faces or getting a green check. So that's how you'll go through the Reading Club notebook. And at the end, when your daughter or your son has finished going through their assignments, then this is called the I Practice Every Day page. So you want to have some fun little stickers at home. If you don't have any stickers, though, you can just draw a little happy face, but we want you to initial it every day. This is the tool that helps to bridge the home and school, the gap between home and school. Now, as you listen to your child finish up their assignment and you give them the sticker and you initial it, keep in mind that although this is called the I Practice Every Day page, we're certainly aware that soccer practice comes up or dance or whatever, and so there may be nights that you skip, and that's perfectly okay. But you want to certainly have some consistency here. Typically, a child that comes up on an assessment day, if they struggle to meet those specific skills, we can look back on this and see that perhaps there's not been as much practice time at home. And it's not the fact that the child gets 5 more minutes of practice time. What it is the psychological component that if it matters to my family and it matters to my teacher, then it should matter to me as the student. So this piece is really more psychological than anything for the child. And they love going through their Reading Club notebook. So there is one last thing I would like to talk about in our Reading Club notebook, and that is Section 5. And I'm going to pull up a Reading Club notebook from a student from last year so you can kind of see what takes place in Section 5. Section 5 is our poetry pages section, and you will see that every child is given an opportunity to illustrate the poem that they've learned how to read. Now, the purpose behind Section 5 is for students to hear themselves as a fluent reader. Yes, they're going to memorize these poems, but what we're looking for is that the student is tracking as they're reciting the poem. And then on the assessment day, we're not actually assessing them on every single word in the poem. That takes place in other sections of the Reading Club notebook. But we're really assessing these words down here at the bottom. And you will see on each page, you will see a basic, and then some of the groups that they're prepared for, like this is another basic page. Then there's also a more advanced page. And typically speaking, most students do go on to the advanced pages before the school year is out. But for instance, on this page, we're not specifically looking to see if a child can decode the word about at this time. But we are looking to see if the child can read these words and these special sounds in our consonant blends. It's a very impressive program, and I think you're going to be really, really thrilled with it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always email me. So teachers, that kind of models how you would go through a parent-teacher conference to explain the Reading Club notebook. Now, what I want to tell you is prior to holding the parent conference, like I said, you want to have a sample of a Reading Club notebook ready. Some of the things that come in your kit will be your information card that tells the parents what a pink check, a yellow check, and a green check means. So these will be in your kit, and you'll just need to slice them in half and hole punch them to put them in the front section of the Reading Club notebook. Another thing that you'll want to have ready, and this is in your Black Line Masters, is the I Practice Every Day page. So you want to go ahead and I will tell you, you will go through these, a couple of times with your whole class. And so you'll want to run off maybe double for your class and run them off on cardstock so that they will last a good long while. Because as you can see in this child, well, actually this is another page that I wanted to show you in here. But for instance, you want to do the same thing with the assignment page. You'll pull that out of your Black Line Master and you'll run this off. You can use cardstock or just regular copy paper for it. But you'll see the use that it gets. These are on cardstock because you'll see how long you'll use these as you're going through the Reading Club notebook. The other thing that you want to do is you want to pre-teach some of these skills so that when students first get their Reading Club notebooks, they get to experience success. So this is another section in your Black Line Masters that you'll want to copy. This is your green light letter song. So any of the pages that you're going to be using, you want to go ahead and have those copied, get them in your Reading Club notebooks, and so that when the student is presented with his or her Reading Club notebook, they already have an assignment going on, and it's an assignment that they're familiar with and that they have done in class because you have done it with them, perhaps whole group or in small group. The other thing that you would like to go ahead and have done, and this does come in the full kit, is your organizational drawers, and you'll have them labeled for each section. So that when you call up a small group for small group instruction and they're ready to move on to the next skill, you simply open up a drawer, take out the next practice, tell them to snap open their notebooks, and you simply pass it out and put it in each child's notebook. You will be amazed at how quickly the students become leaders of their own learning and how they take ownership. So that kind of gives you a little bit of more information about the Reading Club notebook and how to present it to parents and some of the things that you'll have to do to be prepared. Thanks so much and happy teaching!